Eric, when it comes to domestic violence, the police are usually the first people you call when there's a violent situation. But what do you do after the situation's been handled? Well, there are options like a women's shelter. The executive director of La Posada tells me domestic violence is increasing during the pandemic while people are at home, but she's not getting very many calls for help.
La Posada is a good home.
Diana Arrieta has been homeless for 2 years. She says she has been bouncing from shelter to shelter ever since.
My mom would tell me sometimes we're up, sometimes you hit rock bottom, and to me, this was my rock bottom.
Though not all situations are the same, some women are often left with nowhere to go after escaping violent situations at home. But the pandemic has made a tough situation even harder.
We're concerned.
Now, women who are being abused are stuck at home with their abusers.
The stress, the lockdown, the abusers are in the homes, the survivors cannot make calls.
Director of La Posada, Monica Barrera, tells me while the calls for help aren't as frequent, the ones they do get are more desperate.
The calls that we've been getting are more frantic, are more urgent, and then they drop.
Barrera says since the abuser is always home, it's hard for women to get away and call for help. She also says women are worried about leaving to a shelter and catching the virus. La Posada has implemented new guidelines to stop the spread in the shelter. Face masks are required. The occupancy has been reduced, women are on different schedules, and the building is sanitized multiple times a day.
We think this is a safer place than if you're in a violent situation. I pray for everybody's situation right now with the COVID-19. I pray for all of us.
Diana Arrieta, who you saw living there at La Posada, says there is light at the end of the tunnel. She does have an apartment waiting for her at the beginning of August. Live in central El Paso, Shelby Montgomery, ABC 7.
Yeah, Shelby.